I've been wanting to make a follow-up to the smell video for a pretty long time now, and I finally found the perfect opportunity to do it. To explain shortly, I have carpal tunnel in my dominant hand, which is my right hand. So I have to do everything with my left hand, and I'm not allowed to use my right hand. This means my art looks like this right now. So I don't really have anything to do. What better way to occupy myself than tell you all what the rest of the Weird Top 5 characters smell like? Disclaimer before this begins, but you should probably go watch the first one before you watch this, because I think it'll make this video make a lot more sense, and it'll also explain why I obviously don't mention the top 5 in this video. It's because I already made a video on what I think they smell like. Eleanor. So, our journey starts. Legolas. I'm gonna be honest, Legolas is one of the very few characters in We're the Top 5 that I can actually see smelling good. And by this, I mean he looks like he obsessively showers. Like, I feel like he would smell like pines and hand soap. Just pines and hand soap. It's very pleasant to be around him. Lou. I don't think this even needs to be debated. Lou smells like a blanket. Like, you ever get that smell whenever you, like, smell your blanket? Or, like, I don't know, the fabric smell because you just know it's fabric because it smells like fabric? That's Lou. He's a doll. He's gonna smell like that because he's a doll! Fuyuhiko. Well, at least we're finally getting into the worser smells of the video, because that's usually what keeps this smell genre of videos that I make interesting. But I think Fuyuhiko would have a weird people smell. Now, I don't know if anybody else knows what people smells are, but I do know what people smells are. A people smell is when someone's family has just a specific smell that they carry around with them because it's their family, and they all just smell that way. Fuyuhiko has a horrible people smell, and it smells like warm Swedish fish, or like warm Kool-Aid if you, like, put it in a microwave or something. I don't think that's pleasant. I'm not very sure why I imagined Fuyuhiko smelling more sweet, but that's probably because this guy can't put down a bowl of candy if he was asked to. Look at this guy. He loves sweets. Prince. Ah yes, the main villain. The only OC I've ever made that has been relevant to a storyline I've made. I'm looking at you, Nebula and Oswald. You're really irrelevant. It would be musk. Prince just smells like straight musk. Maybe like a little bit of like cologne, but like cologne and musk, but in the bad way. And the cologne is Axe. Like, it would be... ugh. I purposefully made Prince the kind of guy who thinks he's tougher than he is. Like, I don't know, I just feel like he'd smell like that. Alright, and that's the end of the video. What is that smell? Oh no. Oh no. I thought I could get away with it, but no. If we're talking about smells and we're the top 5, we are obligated to mention the anti-5. Because look at them. They smell like shit. The arch nemesis of the top 5 that try to be better than them at everything. And they certainly are better at smelling like ass. So let's get into it, shall we? Wario. Garlic and fart. Fart and garlic. Seasoning and brap. This shouldn't even be a question. He eats garlic like it's an apple, he farts. He farts some more, and he eats more garlic like it's an apple. Wario also really likes candy, so it would also be a little bit sweet. But garlic and fart. I would also like to mention that the smell of Wario is radioactive. If Wario walked past a Doodletown daycare, it would explode. If Wario walked past a nuclear power plant, it would release the radiation. Robotnik. Well, I think he'd smell relatively better compared to the rest of the anti-5, but I'm not gonna give him the grace that I was just about to. I think he would smell like hard-boiled eggs that are about a week old. And if you know that smell, then it's not a very pleasant one. And no, I didn't pick eggs because he's Eggman. No. I would never do this. That's evil. Also not because that's what half of his fucking diet consists of.
Give me my eggs!
I mean, if you haven't noticed, the anti-5 like to eat. I think they're just gonna smell like what they eat. And what they eat probably isn't very good. I have a joke, like an ongoing gag, where they have, like, green fridge goop in their evil lair. And JFK ate it once and he turned green. Mojo Jojo. Despite the fact that he's literally a chimpanzee, I think Mojo would actually smell the cleanest out of the entire Anti-5. And this is because I look at him and I think he smells like paper. I don't really know why. I just think he would smell like paper. I mean, maybe he'd also smell like that smell when, like, you're around steel or, like, metal for too long and then it kind of lingers. It's like an irony smell. Maybe he would smell like that, too, because of how often he's, like, around his inventions and stuff. But I look at him and I think paper. Buttercup. Do you know that really, really specific toddler smell? Whenever you're around a toddler and they just smell like their own drool, like they just smell like spit. Do you know who's a toddler? Buttercup! Oh! She smells like spit. And candy. She smells like spit and Skittles. And that's not a great combination. I don't... Maybe a little bit like, I don't know, she just smells like spit and Skittles. JFK. So, if you've watched Clone High, you have a pretty good idea of how much JFK does moving around. He does a lot of sports. He does a lot of running. He just does a lot of moving around. So the logical answer to this question would be that he smells like body odor. Similarly to Pit, but body odor. And it would be disgusting. But here's the thing. He would also smell like Old Spice. So it would be contradicting. It would be awful, but it would also be awesome because Old Spice smells awesome. So his smell would be diabolical. Listen, him and Frida stand next to each other constantly, and with what I'm about to say about Frida, I don't know how the hell neither of them are throwing up around each other, because oh my god, I wouldn't be able to take it. Frida. You know, I feel like you could look at Frida and say she's actually very clean looking. I feel like she would smell good. But I'm sorry, but I disagree. It would be another contradictory smell. I feel like Frida would, yes, she'd smell like a flowery perfume. That would be the good part. The bad part is that sneakers smell like ass if you wear them too much, and she wears these damn things every day. These sneakers are gonna smell like feet! Feet! It's bad. It is feet and perfume, and honestly, I think that might be a worse smell than JFK's. But seriously, I look at her and I imagine her either smelling like, I don't know, feet or perfume. So I thought to myself, why not both? I feel like since she contradicts herself constantly as a character, she can contradict her own smell. She can do that. Now the video is actually over. I don't want to talk about Nebula and Oswald because I don't care about them. They're not relevant enough to me. So, I think that's everybody. Bye-bye! I'm not allowed to draw or do anything else with my hand until next Wednesday. I'm so bored.